love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted. Stay humble.
What's happening, people? Let me just clean my glasses, people. It's been a heck of a season. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it as a Liverpool fan. You know, when Liverpool are doing well and our rivals are struggling, it brings joy to my heart. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's the best thing that can happen in football when teams that spend money on a regular basis are struggling. The likes of Man City, Man United. Yeah, at least the league is competitive again. Let's just put it that way, people. The league looks competitive again. Please do me a favor before we start. Hit that subscription button, notification button, and like button as well. Appreciate that. Obviously, we're always streaming on YouTube. Back to YouTube only. I will stream on Twitter, X sometimes, probably on Facebook now and again, just to let people know where we are and all that stuff. But yeah, other than that, guys, everything is good. Back on the stream, and lots to talk about. Obviously, we're going to talk about the Premier League. Then we're going to move on to LFC, Liverpool Football Club. We're going to talk about, Arne Slot. We're going to talk about Mo Salah, Trent, Alexander-Arnold, Gakpo, Jota, McAllister. These people deserve a mention. We're currently 7 points ahead of everybody else with a game in hand as well. Special things are happening, guys. Honestly, special things are happening, and the new year, it will get tougher. It's how we come out of it will be important, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let's talk about the Premier League, then we can move on to Liverpool. Let's do that first. It's a lot of games being played, isn't it? A lot of games being played. Let's do that. Premier League, as you can see, people, there was a game on Friday, Arsenal versus Ipswich. Let's just look at that. We'll start with that, then we look at the table, then we start with the other game, then we look at the table. I have watched this game. I thought Arsenal were appalling, to be fair. They got a 1-0 win at the end of it, but, if Ipswich had a decent finishes up front, I know they got... Delap at front, but he wasn't really in the game that much compared to usual performances that he produces on the pitch. Yeah, it was. Listen, Arsenal was always going to win that game. Let's just be honest. That's how it is, and especially being at home, they were going to give Ipswich a game. But it wasn't exciting to watch. You know what I mean? And I don't think Arsenal is all that from what I can see watching it as well. Like with that Saka, they're not really creative enough, and they haven't got that flair. Odegaard is there. Don't get me wrong; he does his bits, which is pushing the ball forward now and again, and not much about him. I thought this kid was on the road of being a world-class player. But when I watch Odegaard now, guys, it's just the same in every game. There's no There's no difference. It's just the same movements every game. You don't see anything new with him, and it gets boring afterwards. I mean, you're always going to see him on the right side, trying to complement that right winger, them two doing 1-2s, and he passes a through ball, chip it over, or through ball on the floor, and that's how it is. It's the same with Odegaard on that side, and with that Saka, that they do look different. I didn't know what Arsenal fans were talking about when they were telling me like Saka is everything to them, the assists, the goals. Now I know what they mean. But if you're a you know potential champion, you don't really rely on one player. A team wins you titles, and this is what they're missing. I honestly think from the last 2 seasons, Arsenal have slightly dropped because in the Premier League, the issues these type of teams have, if you don't change up with formations and the way you play, teams find you out. Man City, Man City. Look what's happened to them right now. Their passing game don't work anymore because teams know how to play against them. You play anti-Man City football, and then you'll succeed, if you know what I mean. But Leicester didn't read the memo. We're gonna talk about that later. So yeah, while I'm watching Arsenal, it's just the same as every other game that they play. It's always the right side. The left side doesn't exist. And Kai Havertz scored a goal. It was a good goal from him because Trossard crossed it into the 6-yard box and he was there in the far post tapping it in. There wasn't that many chances, creative to trouble the goalkeeper of Ipswich either. So yeah, I wasn't too impressed with them. I honestly wasn't too impressed with them. I thought they could do more for a team that's potentially going to be champions. You got to do more than what you're doing right now, if you know what I mean. But let me read the comments as we go along, and we could discuss it further. Yes, Imran. He says yesterday's performance was controlled, ruthless, and execution. Even when Gomez went off injured, the changes were made. Liverpool remained dominant and assured on their way to victory. Yes, I agree, bro. I agree. I think with Arne Slot at the moment, even though we don't really out-position teams, we don't out-run teams, we've got a certain way of playing, which is successful, and it transforms on the pitch. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's good. Everybody's together. The team is calm. The manager is calm. The fans are the only ones that's panicking. That is the problem, in my opinion. We need to get away from the panic stuff as a football club in general. Please like, share, and subscribe, people. Obviously, you can see the channel is back up and running as I always do. What's going on, Liam? Big up, Liam. Liverpool will win the league. Mark my words. I'll mark your words. I've already said it, bro. If we don't win the league this season, then there's a travesty. It's a travesty. You know what I mean? And I didn't imagine like we're gonna be in this position this season. I didn't think like Liverpool with a new manager, new staff, new formations, and all that stuff are going to be in this position. Maybe, like sometimes when something clicks, that's what's happened to us, guys. We've got great players. We've got world-class players. It's not even like world-class players that we just throw out there. We have got world-class players. They just needed something different because, when you're hearing the same voice again and again and again and again with the same formations, the same tactics, it gets boring, innit? You need new things. You need refresh, like something refresh, and that's what's happened to us this season. This is why the players are performing in such a way it's uncatchable, if you know what I mean. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. Honestly, it's beautiful to see because I always knew we had good players, great players, but can we get more out of them? And this is what this manager is doing. In certain games, he does certain formations. In certain games, players play in different positions, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you see McAllister being the holding midfielder, and then you see Gravenberch being the attacking midfielder. Sometimes you see Szoboszlai, sometimes you see Jones replace Szoboszlai. You know what I mean? And then, in the left, you see sometimes Diaz, and then you see sometimes Gakpo. Up front, you see Diaz, then you see Jota. And then you see, Darwin Núñez. Even though Darwin Núñez is not everyone's flavour of the month, listen, the guy gives you 100%. What more do you need as a football team? You know what I mean? If the team is doing well, I don't think negativity should be around the football club. I think we should be thinking like in a positive way. Even the ones who are struggling, give them a helping hand. In my opinion, Darwin Núñez is not a Liverpool player. I've learned to accept that, but he's at our football club, so we've got to support him somewhere somehow, right? That's what we've got to do as a fan base, and this is what I'm going to do as a true Liverpool fan. I'm going to be going there next month. I'm going to go and watch the Lille game. I'm going to support them. If Darwin Núñez is on the pitch, I'm going to go and shout his name, if you know what I mean. So yeah, man. Big up Steven, big up Ravi, big up. Let's go, champ. I'll read your comments when I talk about Liverpool. Don't worry, man. Big up Ravi, bro. Big up, big up. Fozzie, that was great. You going into Judge Mo's channel? Oh yeah. Listen, I've learned how to accept, just doing me in the way sometimes, and. Igal invited me to his channel, and then you got Judge Mo inviting me to his channel. Listen, if they want to share, if they want to, put me in their channel, and I'm good to go, I'm gonna go and do it. You know what I mean? And they're nice people. Judge Mo is a nice guy, man. He's a very, very nice guy. He's been asking me for a while. Don't forget, I was there in the beginning when he started his channel. I was there with him, and in a couple of streams and all that stuff, but. It was difficult for me, especially with my work schedule, to do streams with other people on a regular basis. But now, yeah, I'm ready. I'm good to go. I want to do YouTube on a regular, like I told you guys a few months ago. And me going to other streams, such as Judge Mo, it's a beautiful thing, man. I really enjoyed it. And he compliments me well as well. Footballing people know footballing people, innit? That's what it's all about. If you know your game, that's how it is. You know what I mean? And my channel, guys, like, I'm 46 years old next month. I'm not a young guy. You know what I mean? I've got people on my channel I knew since I was 9, 10 years old. You know what I mean? I'm not fake. You can see. You know what I mean? So, I'm Liverpool through and through as well. I'm not those kind of Liverpool fans that, say I'm a Liverpool fan and there's no evidence. Anton could attest for me. I know him since I was 9 years old. He could say to you guys, he's Liverpool all his life. You know what I mean? So even though I wasn't born in this country, Liverpool is a big club everywhere else in the world as well. So, yeah, man. And I meet legends. You can see in my background. If you want to see my background, look, I don't bullshit. Look. Here, Kevin Keegan here. There you go. That's the legend, 70s legend over there. And right behind me here is Ian Rush. Let me push this down. Graham Souness right here. Sorry, here. Yeah. There you go. That's Graham Souness. There you go, people. And right up there, right up there, you can see Sammy Lee and Jimmy Case. There you go, people. That's how I am about my football club. There's no fake people here, man. It's all real, man. It's all real. And I'm never going to change for anybody. All those people on the wall, that's the people I'm with. There you go, legends. If you don't know, now you know. That's why I put this up. There you go. So as I was saying about Arsenal, please get the comments coming in. I'll talk about Arsenal, then I'm going to talk about Liverpool later on. And I'm going to have JK coming on to help me out on the Liverpool section as well. As you can see, guys, with Arsenal, I don't think they're as good as last season. I think they're more of, they did buy the right players in the summer. They needed a striker. They chose to get a defender. You know what I mean? They needed a striker. They chose to get a midfielder. So what they need is more than that, from my opinion, and probably your opinion as well. They should have got more attacking players than, defensive players, which they are good in defense. Gabriel, Saliba, Calafiori, Ben White, and they got, what's his name? The Dutch player. They've got so many good players there, so they don't need any more reinforcements there. It's the front is where the issue is, and out and out striker is a must if you want to win league titles, and that's what they didn't buy, which cost them the league so far, in my opinion. Like if Liverpool win that game in hand, that's 9 points again, 7 points so far. They're gonna have Brentford next, and they're gonna have Brighton after that. There's a strong possibility in one of those games, if they win one, they're going to drop points. Let's just be realistic here. They're both away game from home. Away from Arsenal. So, yeah, it's a tough season for Arsenal so far. But all Liverpool have to do, in my opinion, my team, it's just game at a time. Get on with it. stop looking at other teams and see what happens, isn't it? As you can see in the table, guys, Arsenal played 18 games, 9 points behind Liverpool Football Club. They are third at the moment. Nottingham Forest are second. And we're going to discuss Nottingham Forest as we go along. But as you can see, Arsenal is third. Chelsea are fourth. Manchester City have jumped up, because they won the other day to fifth. Bournemouth, I think they got a draw 2-2. As far I have watched the game, but I think it was a 2-2 with Fulham. That's what it was. Two good teams, you know what I mean? Newcastle's going to play tonight against Manchester United. Hopefully they're going to beat them as well. I can't wait for that. I haven't seen Aston Villa. Maybe they did play. Yeah, they played against Newcastle, didn't they? I don't know. I don't know about Villa. I haven't seen them much, but yeah. But as you can see the table. Tottenham drew at home again. They're just terrible, Tottenham, man. They could score goals, but can't defend. You know what I mean? Brentford, obviously, it's going to be Arsenal. West Ham, we know the score. Man United tonight. Palace drew. Everton lost. Wolverhampton. We're going to talk about Wolverhampton later on. Leicester, we know what happened. Leicester, Ipswich, Arsenal, and Southampton at the bottom. So as you can see in the table, guys, it is what it is. Liverpool's still top. Nobody's going to take that crown now. You know what I mean? We only lost one game the whole season. Arsenal lost 2. Nottingham Forest lost 4. Chelsea lost 3. Man City lost 6. Yeah. If we don't win the league this season, there's a problem in my opinion. And a lot of questions have to be asked and answered at the same time as well. And we do need, obviously, a signing or two in the next few days. Hopefully they're prepared. They're prepared from August till now, because you've got enough time before August until now to find out what type of players that we need. And if they haven't done that, I'm gonna go mad. You're gonna see me coming on these streams going sick and everything, man. I don't want to do that, but it's gonna happen. Yeah. So as I said about Arsenal, it's not much to say about them. Just other than that, they beat Ipswich. Ipswich is gonna go down, guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it here. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Ipswich is going to go down, and they just don't have enough firepower, to be fair, guys, to stay up in the league. Brighton and Brentford have obviously drawn. I think one of their players should have been sent off. I think it's a South American striker. The one, I forgot his name. Let me check his name. Let me see what's his name. Let me get his name up. 1 second, people. Man, Mo Salah, guys, man. Fucking hell, man. It's madness with Mo Salah. What a player. What a player. What a player, man. What a player Mo Salah is. Yeah, Pedro, that's it. João Pedro. He's a Brazilian international. I think he's international, isn't he? He must have played for Brazil. Yeah, he has 2 caps. João Pedro should have been sent off because of the elbow movements towards the head. So people said he did it after the guy went past him, but it was intentional in my opinion, and he should have been sent off. So it is what it is. So let's look from the Man City side of things. I watched this game. If Leicester had their shooting boots, I think Man City would have lost this game. But, Leicester didn't receive the memo, which is, everybody's beating Man City and getting points off them. Even if they don't beat them, they draw with them. But Jamie Vardy and co decided not to play their game and be offside majority of the game. They hit the post, I think. They hit the bar. And... Man City capitalized on that. Obviously, as you can see, 21 minutes, Savinho scored. I like Savinho on the left side of the pitch because not only did he score a goal, he was putting crosses in the pitch, in the box, like the old days. Like, when you used to have Ryan Giggs, John Barnes, etc. And I like that about him. Because, when I speak about that to certain fans, when I say sometimes maybe we've got to switch play, get some crosses to do Darwin Núñez so he could get some goals from the right and left. If the games ain't going according to plan, maybe teams are deep line defending and we can't get past them. If we just put bundles of crosses in the box, from the left winger, from the right, so from the right back to from the left back, and the right winger, maybe we could get more goals that way. if you know what I mean. It could be an own goal. It could be someone coming coming in the box and going to score. It could be a header from Darwin. It could be things like that. This is what can benefit players who are not scoring goals on a regular basis. This is what I've been trying to tell you guys for a while. Going back to left-footed wingers and right-footed, right-sided players. Sometimes you have to go that way if things are not working out, just to see if it works out. That's all you have to do. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, like I said, I don't think Man City was great in this game. It's just Leicester didn't read the memo and let them off the hook, and Man City scored those couple of goals, which was, the first one. The goalkeeper parried it towards Savinho, which was weird. I'm thinking to myself, bro, like, if you're gonna save it in a way that you're not gonna give the opponents a chance to score. He just put it in his path, and all Savinho had to do is hit it in the top side of the net. And then, the second half, in the 74th minute, Savinho was on the left, crossed it in towards Haaland, and Haaland headed it on the right side of the goalkeeper, and he had no chance as well. So Leicester are in trouble. Leicester do have problems. Leicester could be one of the teams that's going to be relegated this season as well. So just keep an eye on that. They're not strong in midfield, they're not strong in defense, and they're not strong in attack. So I don't see anything that's going to convince me Leicester will do better in the league this season. This is not the old Leicester, you know what I mean, with those great players in the past. This is a different Leicester from what we know, if you know what I mean, guys. But get the comments coming in, man. Like, I haven't seen you guys for a while. I did a stream the other day. Not many of you guys were on. I was sad. My heart was broken. I thought, where is the support? Where is the love? Where's the love? Black Eyed Peas. You know what I'm saying. Liam, we the fans should not be saying we are winning the league. It's too early to say this. Listen, Mr. Steve, if you're in that position, you got to take it with both hands, bro. That's what I think Liam means. You can't be at the top this long and you mess it up. This is where everybody as one comes in. That's what I'm trying to say to you, bro. The ownership have to be counted. The Marco Edwards and Richard Hughes have to be counted. Everybody has to be counted now. There's no excuses, bro. There's no excuses. Genghis, what's going on, brother? Nunes is surely at the door if they can't play him when 4 or 5-0 up. I felt bad for him, bro. I honestly felt bad for him. I thought it was disrespectful doing that to him. These are the type of games you need him to come into and score goals. You know what I mean? So we can see if he can have that momentum after that. But we didn't even give him a chance. He's at the door, bro. He ain't coming back. Let's just be realistic. I think they've even realized it right now. But guys, don't worry. I'm not missing out comments. I'm just reading out, the people that's just come on. Big up, Trudon. Back to Trudon. I love that name, man. Don't ever get rid of that name, Trudon. That name is a special name, bro. That's how I've known you since I've been on YouTube. So stay in that name, man. Stay with that name. Stay with that name, bro. Salah, Ballon d'Or 2025. If he doesn't get it, then football is fixed. It's fixed, bro. It's fixed. Let's just be realistic, brother. I mean, he deserves it. He deserves it. He's not even in the top 10 this season. That's how embarrassing it was. The guy gets over 20 goals a season and he doesn't even get to top 10. And then you see the Ballon d'Or list and you think to yourself, is this what Ballon d'Or's become now? Like cheap and shit. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I used to watch Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Baggio, George Weah, you know what I mean? And, Stoichkovs and all these guys, Georgie Hadjis. Look at the names I'm giving you. These are the kind of names that should be on Ballon d'Ors. Not this list we saw recently, man. Lookman and all these guys. What kind of joke is this, guys, man? Honestly. But as I said, Man City is what it is, guys. They are struggling. Leicester didn't read the memo and they let them off the hook. As you can see on the table, Man City is 5th. Leicester back into the bottom 3. I'm expecting them to get relegated probably with the bottom 3. Probably Wolves. Someone's going to battle it out with Wolves. This 4 is the ones I'm expecting. I wish Everton will go down, but it is what it is. Oh, even this team. If Man United go down, guys, where are they going to get their next win from? If they lose tonight against Newcastle, where are they going to get their next win from? Because the next game is Liverpool Football Club. They're fucked. They're absolutely fucked, man. They can't even oh, man. Guys, it's going to be mental. Absolutely mental, Man United, I'm just looking at it like, where are they gonna get their next win from, man? They could be near relegation. Yeah, and we discussed that with Nuruddin not so long ago. I remember guys, like you guys were in the chat, same people that's on now. When we was telling him, mate, would you just restart, like get relegated and start again? And he said, yeah, I'm that type of fan. I want my football club to be champions again. And if we're going to have to go into relegation and come back up, I'm willing to take that. That's what Nuruddin said. And it looks that way, the way it's going. Listen, when you get when you get into the bottom half, if they go lower than, get to 17th or something like that, guys, it's hard to get out of that shit, I'm telling you, man. It's like when you get out of the Champions League, it's hard to get back in it. You have to spend a lot of money to get back into the Champions League, if you know what I mean. And that's what worries me about Man United. It's sad. It's sad, man. Because if if they ever go down, you know what I mean, that rivalry, man, is gonna be strange. Who we're gonna? Oh, Everton. I mean, or Arsenal. Arsenal can't be our rivals. It's always gonna be Man United, man. I know they're not gonna get relegated. They can't get relegated, man. They can't, man. But it's sad. It's great to see where they are, though, isn't it, man? I hate Man United, guys. They gave me the worst childhood in history, guys. When I was in school, when I went to secondary school, that's when they started dominating, if you know what I mean. I come from an era like when I was in junior school, Liverpool dominating. We was living life, man. We was bowling like Vince McMahon, getting the arms out like this every week. Nobody can freaking mess with us. And then I went to secondary school all through my teenage years, man. They destroyed me. I could never forgive them for that. This is what I'm saying, guys. When teams like Man United are where they are, you keep them there. Don't ever let them out. Because if it was the other way around, they would do the same as they did throughout the 90s and the noughties. So leave them there, man. Leave them there. Let them be. Just get the dominance going again, man. Because all we have to do this season is get to 20 points clear, 25. And then we could just concentrate on the Champions League, baby. Once we concentrate on the Champions League, we don't need to worry about anything else. We could win that too. And we could, be double winners, triple winners, whatever you want to say. I don't know about the quadruple. Last time we tried that, we fell apart. So it's a bit too much for us. But yeah, it depends on the kids, innit? You never know. The kids might, come up and start scoring goals in the cups and winning that. Dan's is still here. McConnell's still here. They were on the bench yesterday. So they might do something special again. But yeah, it is what it is. As you can see, people, Man City have jumped up to 5th. Back into, the European places, Europa League, that is. But I heard top 5 could be going next season. So they're back up there. 6 games they've lost already this season. That's crazy. That's defending champions, guys. It's not a team that's, coming back from some bad season, last season. They're defending champions. Craziness, man. Yeah, but I don't think they're that good anymore. I honestly think that. I was in Judge Moyes yesterday. We were speaking about it 2 hours after the game. And I was honest about it. I did say about Man City, the issue they're having is the aura is gone with Man City. Nobody fears them anymore. I see teams now. Do you remember when we used to watch Man City? Teams used to drop off 5 yards just in front of their goal and camp out. Now teams, what they do to Man City is they go up 5 yards and win the ball up the pitch. When they win the ball up the pitch, they go on the counter-attack and they score goals. This is what they're struggling against this time because Man City normally dominate possessions, isn't it? They pass the bat, they tire you out, they bore you to death. But now, teams don't give a fuck. They just step onto them and Man City can't do what they used to do. Man City can't run anymore. Their legs are gone. De Bruyne looks like he's carrying something that's permanent, a permanent injury, I'm saying. Because the way he's walking and the way he's running and the way he's passing the ball, it's not like De Bruyne, guys. Honestly, it's not like De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva looks like he overstayed at Man City. He doesn't look like the Bernardo Silva that we know. He's struggling pretty badly. Foden, as everybody knows about Foden, guys, when Man City is doing well, Foden does well. When Man City is doing bad, Foden does bad. You know what I mean? This is the time you expect Phil Foden to be the shining light for them. But he's just performing like he does for England, if you know what I mean, guys. When he plays for England, you don't see the Phil Foden of Man City. And yeah, maybe he's not as good as we thought he was. You know what I mean? Because if you're as good as that, you should be performing even when your team is doing bad. You should be the shining light. You're the local boy. You're the, the boy from the academy that's supposed to, rise above the rest, and he's struggling, man. He's absolutely struggling. But people, yeah, get the comments through. I'm not ignoring you guys. Obviously, I can see them and all that stuff. Let me go back there. I could see them and all that stuff. I'm gonna obviously talk about Liverpool, then I'll move on to that afterwards. But I just want to give you guys the Premier League first, and then we move on. If you know what I mean. Crystal Palace obviously won by 2-1 against Southampton. I watched obviously the match of the day. I thought the first goal was harsh. I honestly think the first goal from a corner. I thought the goalkeeper got pushed first, and then Chalobah scored obviously the goal. I thought it was a foul. I think there's new rules I've heard nowadays. There can be contact on the goalkeeper, but not to that extent of a guy is pushing his arm and pushing you into the goal. That should not be allowed, in my opinion. And I think Southampton have been hard done by over there. I honestly think that. But Crystal Palace were the better team, to be fair. Obviously, Diblin scored. Tyler Diblin scored the equaliser. After that, I think it was that kid Walker or something. I think it's Walker. He went down the left, cut in, and then he just put it in the 6-yard box. All he had to do is tap it in, and that's what he did. Equalised after that, and then Eze scored a cracker. I think just edge of the box. A volley. It looked like a volley. He kicked it in the obviously bottom corner, right hand side of the goalkeeper. Eze is a good player, but I think since that injury, that severe injury that he had, he hasn't been the same for a while, and he's picking up slowly. But yeah, listen, Crystal Palace obviously got their win by 2-1, but I still think the first goal shouldn't be allowed, and I think it was unfair. I think I don't know if they done it in ref watch, but I thought it was a foul on the goalkeeper. I honestly think that. So let's check out the Premier League where these two teams are: Crystal Palace and Southampton. Obviously, Southampton at the bottom. Crystal Palace, where are you? Where are you? So Crystal Palace are 15th, moving up the table. As you can see, the green arrow is saying going up, and Southampton rock bottom, still not doing well, unfortunately. Only one win in the whole season, as you can see, people. One freaking win the whole season. It's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. They should do better. Yeah. So we'll move on to the next game. Listen, the reason I do the Premier League reaction is because I want to just explain to you guys how teams are doing. I want to move this to the new channel, like with UFT. If you guys haven't seen that channel, please go subscribe to it. It's called UFT. It's my second channel. That's for every team. So I want to go on to that on a regular basis eventually, because I want to analyze every team in the Premier League eventually and talk about them on a regular basis. I'll do short videos and I'll do live, obviously, watch-alongs, and probably get some guests on when the channel picks up as well. So please, yeah, go and check it out, man. Go and check it out. So we'll move on to Everton and Nottingham Forest. You know, with Everton at the moment, when they play the likes of Nottingham Forest, they think they're playing someone in power with them, but it's not. Nottingham Forest are a special team. Nottingham Forest are second place in the league. Why is this happening? People are asking themselves. It's because, Nuno Espirito Santos is a good manager. He's always been a good manager. He just needed that financial help. And now this is what he's getting with Nottingham Forest. He's signing players that suits his system. When you sign players that suit your system, it's the man management that comes after that. And that's what he comes in. And he's a good man manager. As we remember, when he was a Wolves manager, what was his specialty? His man management style. But he didn't have the finance to help him out with that. But now you can see with Nottingham Forest, it's very special, guys, what's happening down there. And you got to credit him for that, because, most managers, when they lose their job, their dream job, you could call it the Tottenham job, they fall, innit? They fall away, and you don't really hear about them anymore. But with him, he's doing a special thing. And that Chris Wood, that goal he scored the other day, this season, so far, he's the second best striker, I think, in the league, next to Isak and that. I honestly think that. He's scoring a lot of goals, and he's holding up play for them. And when you hold up play, it attracts all the other players coming towards you from your team, and then you could give them those passes that leads to goals and chances, if you know what I mean. So yeah, man. Morgan Gibbs White is finally shining, you know what I mean, and his old manager from Wolverhampton, and that kid, he was always a special talent. He just needed the place, to show that, and that's what he's doing, man. He's not only playing for Nottingham Forest, he's an England international now. He's very good, man. But Everton, what they need to do is go back to the drawing board and understand your team ain't as good as other teams. It doesn't matter. Like, listen, you could play a certain formation against Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal, all that stuff, but don't try to play a different formations with the likes of Nottingham Forest and that. Still have that respect for these teams. You're not a footballing team, so you gotta play that brutal side that you have, and lack of possession and creating chances from set pieces. That's what you're all about. So stick with that. Stop doing this kind of nonsense like, oh, it's Nottingham Forest, so we could play football. That doesn't work. That does not work, man. Don't do things like that. It's wrong. It's completely wrong. So let's check out the table. Obviously, we already know about Nottingham Forest. It's like the 80s, isn't it? If you're my age and you remember the 80s, this is how it used to be in the league. Nottingham Forest second, Liverpool first. And I always talk about that game when we battered Nottingham Forest 5-0. My favourite game of all time at Anfield, from what I've seen, obviously, on TV. It was like this. It used to be like this, first and second. It's crazy, man. Des Walker, Chetul, you know what I mean? Nigel Clough front there. They had so many good records. Stuart Pearce, you know what I mean, and players like that. Madness, man. Madness back in the day. This is how it used to be in the 80s, guys. If you look back in the 80s, this was the teams. These two teams used to challenge not only domestically, in Europe as well. That they were that good. As you can see, guys, Nottingham Forest are in that position. Everton, where they always are in it. They've gone down 17 points from obviously 18 games. They're struggling. They are struggling pretty badly this season. The worst thing that could happen to them, like I said it in the previous stream, is going down to the Championship with the new stadium. How are you going to pay it off and all that stuff, man? Madness, absolute madness. We're nearly there, people. We're nearly there. See, 40 minutes, and I walked you through all this stuff. This was a good game. If you haven't watched it in Match of the Day, go and watch it back. It was an exciting game. To me, two teams are similar. They've got their own identity, which is attacking football as well as defending as well. The goals doesn't prove it, but they're well balanced teams in my opinion. They are two good teams, and I've got not much to say about that, obviously. But it was a good game. I really like that. And you see our own Harry Wilson scoring goals on a consistent basis for them as well. We've always known that Harry Wilson is a talent. He just needs a place to call home for him to show that talent. And he found it in Fulham. So, yeah. But yeah, listen, Bournemouth is a phenomenal team. Let's just put it that way. They have given games to some of the best teams in the country. So, yeah, the 2-2 with two similar teams is a fair result from what I can see, guys. To be fair, the table says it all as well. I'm sure they're close to each other. There's Bournemouth and there's Fulham as well. Let me bring you Mr. JK. What's going on, brother? Let me bring him in. What's going on, bro? How's it going, bro?
Everything's going good. We're top of the league. I'm happy, man. That's what it's all about.
I'm just sharing the, what do you call it, the table and all that stuff. I've been talking about it, certain teams, innit? Bournemouth and Fulham. They're so similar, aren't they? Bournemouth and Fulham this season.
Yeah. I think for me, Forest are the proper surprise of the year this season, Yeah. But for me, I can't wait for that away game against them guys in a few weeks' time. Oh, that's one team I want to beat, I think we need to... what's that word, man?
Get the revenge in it. Get the revenge in it.
Bring them back down to earth. You know what I mean?
What do you think of Tottenham, bro? What is going on with that football club? Is it due to injuries, or is it just the talent ain't there, or the manager?
For me, I like the manager. Why? He plays attacking football, wants to score goals, and that's what football is all about. But the thing is, their two centre halves, who are for me their best ones, are both injured, bro. So what's going to happen? You're going to concede goals as well. If they had Saliba and Gabriel down the road and they were playing for Tottenham, Tottenham could be at the top of the Premier League, bro, around the top, you know? Why? Because they're not conceding goals. Like yesterday, they were winning and then they ended up drawing the game.
It's poor, isn't it?
That's poor. Like, look at our game, 6-3. That's just crazy.
Yeah, I was still pissed off about those goals we conceded, bro. We shouldn't concede the goals.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair,
It was weird. After that game, I wasn't happy because of the... Okay, if we were losing 3-0 and we came back, different flex. But like at the end of the day, we gave them a bit too much space and time to get them 2 goals in the second half, you know?
What do you think of the season so far for us, bro? Like in regards to, you know, how we're performing. Are you happy with everything, the way we're playing and that? I'm talking about like you know, tactically and you know, the way Arne Slot is utilizing the squad. You know, playing Diaz up front and playing Gakpo on the left, and then sometimes playing Diaz on the left and then getting the Nunes up front.
Yeah.
Do you think like he's doing the right things in our football club to maintain, you know, the success that we have this season?
Yeah, like for me, he's a very thoughtful type of guy. He thinks a lot. You can just see it in his stature, his aura as well. Like, first half in games, he's just sort of analysing the opposition. Half time, he's telling the team what they need to do. Second half, they get it done, you know. How can we moan about this guy? The guy bought Chiesa for 10 million, who's never played a game. He played about 17 minutes. Yeah. So he's just like, but he's always said, thank you for Klopp for leaving him a squad like that. Yeah. So he knew, like, in that way. But he probably can't believe what's going on right now. He's thinking Christmas is coming all at once and stuff. But for me, he's a thoughtful guy. Sometimes a bit too serious. But I can imagine he has a laugh and stuff. But I just feel he did that because he don't want people to think that Liverpool fans are thinking, he's a bit of a joker and stuff. So he's giving us the first year that serious side of him. And I think slowly he'll probably come out of that serious side, you know. He don't talk that much about what he does in games, because I was saying that he was talking a bit too much about that type of thing. Why do you need to tell him anything? Don't fall for the traps that the media in England could put you in. You know, they'll ask you a question and you got to really think about what you want to tell them. You know.
Oh, you're spot on. I think he's been phenomenal, bro. Considering what we lost, you know what I mean, in regards to Klopp. The person that's come in has changed everything, bro, and not only changed it for the better. You know, he gave the players a new lease of life. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at the players, it's like they've been handcuffed or something like that. Because all of a sudden, the same players are top of the league, dominating the league. You know what I mean? So so something must be going right in all accounts, if you know what I mean. And with Arne Slot, I've always said it since he's been here, bro. His calmness influences the performance on the pitch, because you know he doesn't panic. If things needs to be fixed in the game, he will fix it, and you know, it reflects. I told you many times in the past, JK. I said our team is a mirror image of their manager, aren't they? If you look at Pep Guardiola, why are Man City struggling? Because they're a mirror image of Pep Guardiola's behavior off the pitch. You know what I mean? And you know, him like scratching himself and doing all that stuff is a mirror image in what's happening on the pitch as well. So I've said it in the last couple of days as well. If the team is calm and the manager's calm, we have to be calm as well, because I think the most panic is coming from the fan base in the team, bro.
Yeah. You know, football's a funny thing, you know, like at the end of the day, Pep Guardiola, people think it's easy being Pep Guardiola. Like, that guy's got responsibilities you don't even think about, you know, and like, I like Pep Guardiola. I just think he's a winner. Yeah, he had, like I always said, if he went to Luton and win the Premier League with them, he will get so much respect in the football world. He'll get like double what he's getting now. He's always had money to spend. But for me, he knows how to win. And I think you can see it in his face and in his interviews. He looks sad, man. I've never seen him like this. Like, I've seen him after a game at Anfield where they've lost. I've seen his face a bit like that. But well, what I've seen in the last 3 weeks, man, he's going through it. But for me, signings, Doku, he can run, but is he great? No, he's no Mane. You know, he don't do enough for me. Doku, Grealish, all these runners, and all these people who just run. At the end of the day, if you don't score or set up goals, like Diaz, for example, a lot of people moaned about him. He don't get enough goals, don't get enough assists.
Yeah.
So Diaz has been doing it now, So you got to get the goals, you got to get the assists as well as just keep running around all day.
It's the belief in it. It's the belief. That's what's important, in my opinion. And this is what we're giving the players, and this is what the manager, the head coach is doing as well. And the coaching staff around him are doing their job, if you know what I mean. And I said it in the beginning. If we get enough lead, like 20 points, 25 points in the next month or so, we could just concentrate on the Champions League, JK, I mean? People don't realize what I'm saying. Like, you could win a treble. You could win a lot of trophies here, man.
We could, but hence why I don't want to see what happened last year in that way we sort of just slugged out, like Endo got injured and it just went sort of downhill. Virgil looked sort of rocky as well, and maybe it was fatigue and stuff. Just learn from last season. Hence why I want to see at least 1 or 2 signings this window, if possible. Like, we need some legs in there, at the defense now. Gomez is sort of maybe injured. We don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, he's got a hamstring, isn't it? But the thing is, JK, we discussed this in the beginning of the season, especially on the channel as well. We discussed that. We did say it's going to happen. It always happens. Players don't change overnight. It's been happening for the last 5 to 6 seasons, and the same players again are injured. Jota got injured. Konate is injured. I know it's not their fault. And now Gomez gets injured, and Gomez hasn't even played that many games. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. It's the same cycle every season. And like you just said, if we don't make signings right now, I think it's going to be a struggle. If you know what I mean, to win the league some way, somehow. Because, in the second half of the season, brother, what people don't understand, it gets tougher. Teams will shut up shop to survive in the league. Teams will do anything to finish in the top half of the table. Teams will do anything to finish European, positions and, top 4 positions. And, that happens. That's how it is. There's 2 parts of the season, which is the first part, everybody plays the type of football they want to play. The second part is the shut up shop time, when everybody makes sure they don't concede anything, so they could survive in the league in whatever position they're going to be, if you know what I mean, JK.
And Man City normally resurrect themselves around Christmas, New Year's time as well, like that's what they've done over the years. They sort of go strong at the second half of the season and stuff. But I think we should be okay, There's a big gap we got between us and them guys, We've got a 20-point gap on Man United.
Listen, if someone said to me, you'll have a season that's like Manchester City will fall off and it's going to be you and Arsenal most probably going to be challenging for the title. If someone said that to me in the beginning of the season, I'll be taking it with both hands. You know what I mean? As long as prime Man City is not chasing you, football ain't so difficult, is it, JK? Let's just be realistic here, bro.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong, Arsenal is a good team in their own way, but they haven't got the experience that we have. They've never won every trophy that we have, especially with the players that we have right now. They don't have that, mentality of winning, and this is what excites me as a football fan, and so as a Liverpool fan, I mean, for us to get over the line eventually. A prime Man City chasing you is a big problem. When they're not there, it should be more or less done, in my opinion, bro.
Yeah, it's true, but for me, I like that. Because you see what happens in games, bro. The Tottenham game, we were winning, how much was it? 3-0? 4? We just sort of got a little bit lackluster, and that could happen to us. Yeah. And because like for me, you were on about the Champions League, about winning that. But I think if we sort of mess our league games up, being a bit like lackluster, being a bit like tight, not just really being on point with it, it could sort of affect our Champions League games. Hence why I want to win every game. The 2 legs against Tottenham coming up, I want to win them. The Africa Cup game against Acton and Stanley, want to win that. Just want to win all the games, bro, to keep that keep it going. But for me,
momentum in it, yeah. Winning it brings confidence in it. It brings confidence,
Exactly.
and not only that, you know, like there's the people say that what they say is let's get out the cups, the League Cup and the FA Cup. And I was thinking to myself, but the majority of the actual senior players don't play in these cups anyway. Is the bit part players that play in these competitions? So give them a chance and see what happens. Last season, how did we win the League Cup? The kids won it, and we was making fun of Chelsea for the kids winning it. Remember that. So, listen, Liverpool used to win trophies back in the day with one sub. You know what I mean? We won the treble with one sub. Don't forget that with Joe Fagan when he won the treble. So, we won European Cups consistently back to back, and the league back to back and all that stuff with one sub. So why are we complaining in the era where the footballers are proper athletes? Do you get what I'm saying, JK? It just makes me like wonder, it makes me laugh. Like, why are you making excuses? Like, just let them try win the freaking trophies. Look back. There wasn't athletes back in the day. They were eating and drinking before games. Now it's all about nutrition and all that stuff. So relax.
But sometimes, like for me, why do you reckon over the last 20 years, so many players are getting injured? You know why? Because for me, they're too fit.
Yeah.
You know, when you got a brand new Porsche Carrera, and you get a little stone that hits you on the motorway and hits your paintwork on the car, it sort of ruins the car. That's what footballers are like, bro. They're so delicate, it's unbelievable. Salah for me is the opposite of that. He's fit as anything, but he's solid, bro. You know why? Mentality. And we were talking about this earlier. It's all about mentality, you know. But for me,
100%.
These guys they got no fat. They got no body fat, bro. Back in the days, remember the footballers in the 80s, 90s, 70s, 80s? They had a bit of mass on them, you know. They had a bit of weight behind them. Hence why they sort of stayed fit most of the time.
100%.
Because why? Bro. When they went into tackles, their fat sort of protected them.
Yeah.
These guys got no body fat, bro. Not even.
There's no excuse, bro. There's no excuse, bro. 5 substitutions nowadays, bro, and you're complaining about winning more trophies. Are you mad, man? Nah,
there's enough players to handle the business of 4 competitions. Like you're in the sports business, you know what I mean? Like, come on, you don't have to pay Virgil van Dijk, Ryan Gravenberch, Mo Salah every game. You know, he's sort of done that. I noticed. Slot, he hasn't really played Gravenberch, Van Dijk in the last League Cup games. You know, he left them out of the squad actually. So he's doing it. So that's what I like about Slot as well. He sort of thinks in the same way as fans think, oh, we should rest Gravenberch, Virgil and stuff like that. Yeah. But for me, I just want Virgil to stay fit.
To me, he's the most important. There's no doubt about
He's the most important, bro. Without him, we've got Kwanzaa and Endo in the centre back right now. Oh, actually, Gravenberch can do a job at centre back, man. He played pretty well the other week when Robertson got sent off. But yeah.
100%, bro. Yeah, let me read the comments. Mark Odegaard, Saka, Arsenal struggle to win the games. You're spot on, bro. You're spot on. Without them, I don't think they do much, to be fair. You're right. You're 100% right. Like, how can you be a 2-man team? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Look at people talk about Salah. If Salah gets injured, will Liverpool be the same? Of course, we won't be the same. But the thing with us is, if you look at last season, Jota took his place. Jota was like a leader, in my opinion, and he was scoring goals until he got that injury. Do you remember when he got that injury against Brentford, JK?
Yeah.
And I think we've won majority. Apart from the Arsenal game last season, where we lost away, I think we won about three or 4 games since Salah wasn't there. So, listen, we're good. Either way, we're good, man. I mean, no matter what happens in regards to that. But like JK said, we still need one signing or 2 as time goes on in the next window. If Ipswich took their chances, they get a draw. Yeah, you can't say that, mate. But it's just, I don't know what it is. I think they just got scared at the end, to be fair, Steve. I think that's right. The biggest threat to Liverpool not winning this title is FSG. Lack of quality signings next week. We have to see. They have to make something, man. Like, they've had enough months to know what type of players that we need, Steve. If you know what I mean. So They should be like getting players ready, in my opinion. There's no excuse, man. There's no excuse. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if we don't win the league this season, it's because of lack of, depth. That's what it is. I don't know if you agree with me, JK.
Like for me, I'm not going to say we're going to win the league, but for me,
if we
it's
don't,
in our hands.
obviously, yeah.
Like we've got one part of that cup in our hand already. For me, concentration levels. It's all about that. Injuries, of course, but for me, concentration levels. Just not getting really lazy and just thinking, yeah, we've won it already. Let's chill. Yeah. And that's going to be our downfall. But for me, that's why I say in this January window coming up right now, one or two guys just to come in, and then hopefully they'll sort the contract situation out with the players. We'll know more about that, But bless up Cedric, Steve in the chat as well. Ravi.
Always, bro. Always, man. Ravi says, is the league in our hands currently? Of course, bro.
Yeah, of course.
I've said it. Listen, I don't. You know me, JK. I don't really jump the gun normally. I did say it, guys. I said we're gonna win the league. We have to win the league now. There's no excuses, in my opinion, guys. I mean, the way we're dominating games, we've only lost one game, guys. Only lost one game, and that game, if we play it again right now, I guarantee we will win that game. I've got no doubt about it. You know what I mean? So it's not a game that, I'll worry about saying, we'll lose it if we play them again. It's not that type of game. If we play Nottingham Forest again at Anfield, I guarantee we will win that game. Don't worry about the league where Nottingham Forest are like second at the moment. That doesn't really matter to me. But we're a better team. You know what I mean? If you could beat the likes of, Real Madrid and Man City the way we did, we could beat anyone. We could beat anyone on that day. I know Man City is not the same team as they were, but listen, they're always going to be tough. When they're up for the game, it's a tough task anyway, if you know what I mean. So, the league is definitely in our hands, Ravi. I've got no doubt about that, bro. I've got no doubt about that, man. We are beating teams in second gear. We are in fifth gear only against City and Madrid and Liverpool. You're spot on. Yeah. You see, when we have to be up for, you know what it is with Liverpool, guys, and JK? If a team plays their type of football, which is attacking football, JK, it won't be a struggle for Liverpool. You know that. The struggles that we have is when teams come and deep line defend and try to be difficult to beat. That's the teams that we struggle against. But we find that this season, it doesn't matter who it is. If they play their type of football and we play our type of football, we can win. We more or less win those games. So yeah, man, 100%, bro. Let me just see what Ravi's saying. Fozzy, that was great. You doing it? Yeah, I talked about that one. Big up, Ravi, as always, man. Foz, we need to tie down the others at the club because we don't want what's happening to Salah, VVD, and Trent. It was always going to happen with obviously Salah and VVD because of their age. You know what I mean? Liverpool Football Club, VVD. Don't give big contracts to over 30s, especially with Marco Edwards in the helm. This is why it's difficult what you see. But I've always said it, like if they're worried in case they give them 2 or 3 year contracts, and if the players don't perform to the standards that they think their standards might drop eventually. If they're worried about things like that, then just give them a 1 year extension on performances. Then I mean,
yeah. But for me,
that's the easiest contract you can give someone: a 1 year extension on performances. I don't know what you think, JK.
Like for me, bro, the Salah situation, I'd give him £1 million a week if he wants it. You take Salah and Virgil out of our team, we're Man United. And it's as simple as that, bro. Virgil this season, wow, back to his best, A little bit rocky in the last few games, but yesterday he was sound again, though. But for me, Salah, bro, what is money at the end of the day? We sometimes, as fans, handle the money side of a club a bit too personal. Like, I've heard fans say, I can't give Salah 500 grand a week. Bro, it's not coming from your bloody money. The owners have made enough money out of those fans over the 10 years, 12 years they've been here. Yeah. And it's about time they gave a bit back. And fans don't actually understand what I'm trying to explain there. Yeah, we want our club to be financially healthy and stable and stuff. We don't want to be a Man City, Chelsea and stuff. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we don't want to be the paupers as well, I've always said this FFP sort of news. That's right up in FSG's sort of like, yeah, they love a bit of that. Thinking, you know what, we don't have to spend nothing. Why? Because no one else is. You know, so I'm saying it's about time. Even if Salah and I'll give Virgil an extra 50 grand a week. If Trent, like, he wants 350 or something. That's what I've heard. Give it him. You know,
I don't know what they don't listen. I don't know what they have to do. You know, with these players, JK, let them self-terminate. You know what I mean? Like Firmino did. You know what I mean? Liverpool wanted to give Firmino a contract, and he said, "No, I can't do what you want me to do anymore, and it's not fair to the youngsters that's coming through that want to, have their own impact." You know what I mean? So what Firmino decided is, I'll self-terminate. I'll go to Saudi. I'll earn my money there, and I'll retire in a healthy way eventually. You know what I mean? Because he knew his time was up. So this is what I'm trying to say about these two with Van Dijk and Salah. In their brain and in their body, they feel fit and they feel they could do a lot. So they've earned the right down the years, JK, to get a contract that they want, because they never gave us problems, JK.
Never.
I can't remember Van Dijk ever saying, "I want to leave Liverpool." I can't remember Salah ever saying he wants to leave Liverpool. They stayed here. They battled the bad times as well as the good times. And they still remained at Liverpool Football Club. And they still say they love Liverpool Football Club. You know what I mean? So why can't you let them terminate? Like, let them, determine when they know their body can't take them anymore.
Yeah.
Because they deserve it, bro. They deserve it. I would be angry if we're trying to give a contract, to a player that's not doing what they did. You know what I mean? But these two, they've done enough, bro. Have respect for them, man.
Exactly. Like, for me, even a half good Salah next season is still like, wow, compared to other players. That's what people don't understand. Right now, Salah is the best player in the world. Right now,
hands down, no doubt.
Virgil van Dijk is the best centre-back in the world. Has been for years. And we're sort of quarrelling about a little bit of money or a contract or how many years and stuff. For me, Virgil has sort of gave youth players a chance to be like, make centre-back be sort of fashionable again, It's like, they're the youth players. I want to be striker, I want to be winger, I want to be striker. But like, Virgil came in and he's gave a lot of kids thinking, you know what, I want to be like Virgil, man. I want to play centre-back. And Salah the same. Like, for me, whatever they want, give it them. Like, even if it's for another 2 years, no problem.
Yeah, I don't see the problem, bro. I really don't. I don't know where this comes from, this attitude from our owners. Give the guys what they deserve, man. They've done nothing wrong. They've only put you in the map, and they made you more money. You know what I mean, JK? They made them more money and more. The more successful you are, the more that you're known around the world, right? And this is what these players have done for this football club, and they deserve more respect in the game. Yeah.
Salah has made Liverpool big in the Middle East, around them countries. Salah's big, bro. A lot of, I've seen like kids in Germany and stuff with Salah written on the back of their shirt, Liverpool shirts.
Look at that, man.
That's how big Salah is, bro.
100%, bro. Mo has a good football knowledge as well. Yeah, 100%, bro. If you look at him on the pitch, he's not only scoring goals, he's created a lot of chances for the players. That double nutmeg he did the other day, obviously he didn't mean the first one. He said it himself, but the second one he did mean. It shows like he's not only wanted to score goals, he is willing to create goals for the team to win. And that's what I've been asking for down the years. I've never asked for much from Mo Salah other than being a team player. I never questioned his ability and the way he scores goals and, his talent. I've never questioned things like that. But, from time to time, what I used to see from him is, when there's a time to create, a chance for the team when we're struggling on the pitch, he used to just try to shoot from stupid angles. And that's what used to upset me with Mo Salah. But in the last couple of seasons, he ain't doing that anymore. And, he's scoring as well as creating. It matches up, if you know what I mean, if you look at his XG. So I don't even like saying that, but you know what I mean, JK. It matches up, and he's quality, man. You got, man. You got, when a player needs when they need flowers, you got to give it to them, bro.
Exactly. With all these people always going on about Vini Jr. and this guy, I'm like, yo, Salah is the best attacker in the world. Like, wow.
You know what's funny? Yeah. When Rudiger was at Chelsea, nobody rated him. You know that, yeah, as a world-class defender. He's what they used to call him, Bambi on ice. Remember, he used to just slip around and all that stuff. That's what they called him. So he went to Real Madrid, and they started winning things. And all of a sudden, people call him world-class player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you do the same thing at Chelsea that you're doing at Real Madrid if you're that good? So
No, but he was good at Chelsea in that way where Real Madrid thought.
I don't think he was as good as like. I don't think he's world
a little
class
bit
level.
clumsy.
I don't think he's world class level.
Yeah, but I think at Real Madrid he's doing much better because of the concentration levels of the club. There's no messing around there.
It's not just the concentration. It's the league that you play in. It's not competitive enough for you to even compete in a higher level like in the Premier League. The Premier League is a different kind of league, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be in the top of your game every game in order for you to win games. You know what I'm saying? In La Liga, there's only two teams that compete, and you get one off like Valencia or Atletico Madrid that come now and again. The quality of the players in the La Liga compared to the quality players in the Premier League is night and day, bro. You know what I mean? So this is why when people like tell me about La Liga, I don't see it as one of the. I don't see it as the best league in the world. Yeah. I've never thought like it was the best league in the world. This is, you know what I mean? Look what's happening this season. Nobody expected Liverpool to win the league or be at the top. Forget about winning the league. I mean, being at the top of the league. Nobody expected Nottingham Forest to be second. You know what I mean? So nobody even expected Chelsea to be in the top four after the the shambolic seasons they had in the past few seasons, finishing eighth and all that stuff. So these things happen in the Premier League. I don't think the La Liga is competitive enough for people to recognize that, similar to the Premier League. And I've always said that, look how many players that's failed over here that went down there. Look at Rafinha, for example. He was at Leeds United. Why didn't the Premier League teams buy him if he was that good? Now, all of a sudden, he's probably one of the best players in La Liga. A player that used to play for Leeds. That's what I'm trying to tell you about the quality. JK. That's how I see it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I guarantee you, Rudiger ain't gonna do that. Look, let me give you an example. Look at Valverde and Casemiro. Look how good they were in La Liga, and look how good they are when the moment they arrived at Man United. They were never the same players anymore. I mean, it happens, bro. This is what people need to understand. It's two different leagues, man. The Premier League is a very, very difficult league. La Liga, you get time on the ball, you got time to think, you know what I mean, all that stuff, and you can do whatever you want. Over here, you never get time. The fans are on top of you, the pitches are smaller, players are right on top of you as well. It's difficult, bro. And these guys are making it look easy this season, Van Dijk and the Liverpool players, the whole Liverpool team. It's madness, bro. It's madness. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like they've been handcuffed for a few years, man. All of a sudden, we let them off the handcuffs. They're just doing whatever they want on the pitch. I'm not blaming Jurgen Klopp though, JK. I'm not blaming him, but you know what I mean, though.
That's true.
Ravi says in Jan people can start talking about our players, can't they? Yeah. In Jan people can start talking to our players, can't they? Yeah. That's how it is, bro. They can talk to whoever they want. Around Europe. So if they but the thing is, I got a feeling something's gonna happen. It has to, JK. They can't let it go on. They can't. Signing contracts must happen.
I was saying to 12 Man's on a 12 show yesterday, bro. In the last 2 years at our club, why do you reckon we got derailed last season? You know why? Because we let Klopp give his announcement. So much off-field thing. Edwards walks in a day later, and all this going on behind the scenes, and what happened the pitch, what happened on the pitch, we went downhill. And what's happening this season is we're sort of getting to that point now where we're doing the same shit again. It's like keep the family and the business separated. It's a Biggie Smalls sort of lyric. Like for me, the family is the pitch, the game, the players. The business is them guys at the top. Handle your business. Do it properly. Do it fast. Don't do it when you want to do it because they always do that. Our owners, they know when to drop lyrics, when to drop headlines, or when to drop this information. They're very good at that. So for me, I've been saying for a long time now, if any of them three sign a contract, they're going to use that as a major signing. hence why we won't get any players in January.
It's a fucking joke, to be fair, mate.
Fucking
Sorry
joke,
about
bro.
the words. It's a joke, mate. Like,
It's a joke.
you know, like when you're competing for championships, it's just in general, you know what I mean, in life, like when you're top of your game and all that stuff. The last thing you need is an outside distraction, innit? And that's what we're always getting with
Into
these
now.
guys. Yeah, it's a joke.
It's a joke, bro. You know, like I've never heard Man City, like sort of owners not giving Pep what he wants. Okay, they're in a bit of trouble now. Don't get me wrong, but Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, all of them clubs in the last 5 years have spent billions.
Madness, man. If you,
Billions, bro.
obviously,
Chelsea,
if you put all the money
City,
together, yeah.
Arsenal, Arteta, bro, he spent nearly 800 million.
It's madness.
So he's near the billion mark. So what we spent, £5 for Andy Robertson back in the days. Where for me, Robertson yesterday was great. He was just simple, kept it clean. Yeah, okay, he made a little mistake at the start, but other than that, he was sound. Yeah, but for me, that's why I say to certain fans, it's not the owners who have made us great. It's the players and the managers.
Yeah, 100%.
End of story. I don't want to hear nothing about the owners. For me, the owners should be counting their bloody blessings. They've got away with it. Their format only works of Moneyball if you have a guy in charge who's a Pep Guardiola or a Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
You
I need to stop now, yeah. I need to stop now,
otherwise, that shit's not going to work. You need a coach who knows what he's doing. He's going to take the care of the players like family and stuff and handle the whole business. Klopp was burnt out at the end, I reckon.
Yeah,
10 years with Liverpool, you know. And Klopp never ever sort of moaned to the cameras, oh, I don't get money for this guy, and this and that. He kept it sweet, you know. Still, you had Liverpool fans moaning about Klopp, say, oh, we want him gone and this, that, and the other. Yeah.
Can you imagine working on shoestrings and, you know, doing the miracle works he's been doing down the years? It's madness, bro. Like, I have people question that. Sometimes people forget like where we was, man. We was nobody. I mean, listen, you sat here throughout the 30 years. You know what I mean? I wish they were there then. Then they realized what they had with the club. You know what I mean? I wish they were there when we were, as I was explaining in the beginning of the show. I wish everybody was here when we was like under Graham Souness and Roy Evans and people like that. I mean, it was a shit show. That team. Like those days through secondary school for me, it was the worst I've ever had. You know what I mean? Especially seeing our rivals, Man United, rising up and doing what they did. You know what I mean? It was hurtful, man. Really hurtful, man.
But for me, bro, we needed Klopp. Why? He's built the foundations now. Okay, look how many Champions League finals we played under Klopp. Like he put us back on the map of the football world after so many years not being there. He got us the first league title after 30 years, bro. As I've always said, if the owners backed him financially, 50% more, he would have more league titles and Champions Leagues in the bag. And that's about it. But for me, Klopp came in, did 10 years there, laid the foundations of a solid fucking club now. Solid players, solid club. Like he made players world class.
Players that's not supposed to be near world class, you know what I mean?
There you go, bro. Mane and Salah, bro. Salah right now, best player in the world. There you go. Virgil van Dijk, best centre back.
Where was Salah at the time? Playing in Italy, you know, that retirement league.
Yeah.
That's where he was. People forget that. You know what I mean? And now look at Salah. You know what I mean? The best player in the world. The best player in the world. Do I regret saying like sell him at the time? You know, last season. I think it was that season. Yeah. You know when Saudi was coming in for him about 200 million, all that stuff. I don't really regret it. At the time, I thought it was right. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But now, like, we can't sell him. I don't think we're gonna get any finance for him now. You know what I mean? So just give him the fucking contract, man. Why are you wasting time?
Give him the contract and let him get on with it. You know what I mean? That guy wants to be top scorer in the Premier League. He's after Shearer's numbers. That's the guy that I reckon he thinks like that, bro. And I love people like that.
Bro, he's one goal away from Henry. People don't even know that. One goal away from Thierry Henry. You know what I mean? Let me ask you a question here. If he wins the Premier League, and obviously finishes top scorer at the end of the season, you know, like overtakes Henry in the next couple of games, whatever it is, at the end of the season I'm talking about, would you say he's the best player ever in the Premier League? Because not only has he equaled Henry's Premier League obviously trophies. I don't think Henry won a League Cup, which Salah has, and I think Henry's won a FA Cup probably once or twice.
Yeah.
I mean, so Salah's already done that. So what would you say? Is that conversation to be had or not? That's what I'm meant to ask.
Look, for me, I prefer Salah than Henry. Henry was a great player, don't get me wrong, but I just prefer
you've
Salah.
seen them both, innit? You've seen them both.
I've seen them both, yeah. Henry was great, you know. He didn't win no Champions Leagues with Arsenal as well.
He went to Barcelona, didn't he? He went to Barcelona.
He went to Barcelona, and Salah's won one Champions League with us. Should have been more, 100%.
100%.
That's why I'm very eager this season to go for both of them things. Like, get Salah and Virgil deserve to have more things on their CV.
100%, bro.
That's why, for me, it's about time the owners sort of put their hands in their pocket. Thought, you know what? Let's give these guys a little bit more money, get them to stay another 2 years. I've always said this, like, John Henry must know a bit about football, because if he didn't, like, he don't really get involved in football, John Henry. He gives it to the other guys to do the work and stuff. But bro, if I own Liverpool Football Club, but I didn't like football, I still want to know who in my team and who's worth it, who's good, who's doing this, that, and the other. You know, to make decisions and stuff. This contract stuff should have been sorted out in the summer.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a new manager coming in, and on top of that, you got these contract situations. That ain't great for Slot, is it? You know what I mean? People don't understand that as well. It's not great for him.
Yeah, but yeah, as I was saying about Salah, bro, like, if he does it, are you convinced he should be named, you know,
best player?
Yeah, in the Premier League.
He's in the conversation, I would say.
Because it's unfair, like, you know, we're not saying nothing about him in regards to that, because he's going to break Henry's record in the next couple of games. Obviously, it's only one goal. He's got one goal to equal it, and then, you know, another one, 2 goals basically to overtake it.
And Henry's been talked about as one of the greatest Premier League players, hasn't he? Enough times.
They said that everybody says he's the one. He was the one. Not Ryan Giggs or anyone like that that's been, you know, had the longevity. But Henry, if you know what I mean. But yeah, let's move on to the game against West Ham, brother. What did you think of it, man? Because, you know, the first goal was from Diaz, who slotted it in, playing as a striker. As we said earlier, like, a lot of us complain about him when he plays left side. He doesn't create chances. He scores now and again, but he doesn't impact the game as much as he should. We always complain about things like that. But now, as a centre forward, he's doing all right, man. Scoring goals. And he's doing the build-up play, passing the right passes, right movements and all that stuff. What do you think of him, bro?
He sort of resurrected in the last month. I like the way he plays right now. He's like a bit of a floater here, there. He's on the right, he's on the left, he's in the middle, he's everywhere. Yeah. That's the way I like him to play. And I think he's got better in that way. Back in the days, he probably stayed too much on the left-hand side. Yeah. And that's about it. You know what I mean? Now he's drifting everywhere. And with that, he's getting goals. That's the way to play him. Play him in that floater role. Left, right, middle, wherever he wants to go, let him go. But for me, fair play to him, man. He's on low wages. His dad's not really well and stuff.
Yeah.
And still he puts the shift in like yesterday. Come on, man. He played great.
100%, bro. 100%. You're right, man. Because, you know, the guy doesn't even get that much wages, and we're complaining about, you know, him going to Barcelona and his dad, you know, advocating for that and all this stuff. We shouldn't be doing that, bro. What is it, 75k a month? I mean, that's like the youngsters' wages, isn't it? The
50 grand or something, like really low wages, bro. After tax, it's probably taking about 30 grand home. It's not a lot of money and stuff, but in football wise, you've got them golden years, 10 years to make enough money for you and your family for the next generations.
I love it. You know what I love about this, bro? Yeah, under Klopp, I don't think we would ever do what we do with Diaz. Let's just be realistic. You say, I bought you as a left winger, you're going to play as a left winger. Yeah. I don't think under Klopp would do that. But with this manager, he's willing to rotate the team, and it works. That's the most important thing about it. There's one thing like playing players out of position and it's not working, but this is working. And the way Diaz is playing at the moment, wow. Never expected it, you know, because we've been trying Darwin Núñez there. It just ain't there. You know what I mean?
I think the Darwin situation is over now, bro. Yeah.
You're not bringing him on when you're beating a team by 5-0. You know, what's the point? You know what I mean?
But I think he's a yellow card away from a ban, hence why. But I'm thinking, come on, let him run around for 10, 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
That's what I was saying, man. Like, well, it's unfair, like leaving him like that, man. That's crazy. Steve says FSG have not offered Trent Arnold and Virgil and Salah no contracts. Disgusting. Get FSG out of LFC. Listen, I wanted them out for years, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't. You know what I mean? Big up again, this man. Big up, brother. Love and respect. Big up, man. Arsenal don't have a stronger attack. That's what will hinder them winning a bit more comfortably. It's not just the attack, bro. I don't think they have the know-how how to win titles. You know what I mean? In my opinion, the first season they challenged, they should have won the title, but it took one defender getting out, getting injured to stop them from winning it. And it shouldn't happen like that. I mean, they're too reliant on certain players. Let me just put it that way, Arsenal. They need to understand a team wins you titles. It's not just about individual players, not playing. You should have enough. Like JK said, you spent almost 800 million in the last 5 years. That's something Liverpool Football Club can dream about. You know what I mean? We're never going to get that, but that's something we can dream about. You know what I mean? But
don't worry about Arsenal, bro. Like Arsenal for me is just noise. That's how good it's going to get for them guys, qualifying for the Champions League, competing in the Premier League and that. That's about it, bro. It's like
the thing is, I've said it in Judge Mo, Footy Judge Mo's. Please go subscribe to Footy Judge Mo, guys, please, and 12 Man's channel, please. I was on there the other day, and I explained it the way I see it. You know what I mean? If you can't beat the worst Man City team under Pep Guardiola in the last three years, probably you could say, compared to what we've been facing in the previous 9 years, you know what I mean, JK, then there's something. Then you're not good enough. I mean, this is not a brilliant Man City team. This was coming to Man City because they were too comfortable thinking these players are gonna get them to winning more titles. I mean, we can see it from a mile away. They wasn't as good as the teams that we faced in the past with David Silvers, with Yaya Torres, Vincent Kompany's. You know what I mean? The list goes on. There's an A-list players. Raheem Sterling on one side, Leroy Sané on the other side, Aguero out front. You know what I mean? There's so many players we could name that Man City used to have, that Liverpool faced and, beat to a title and things like that. They didn't have that in the last couple of years, and they couldn't win the league. They're just not good enough. Let's just be realistic. And if they win the league with the team that they got now, it'll be a travesty. If we fall off and they take the league off us, it'll be a travesty, in my opinion. I don't rate them that much, man. I don't, man. Like I said, they had the opportunity in the past 2 years to win the titles, and they didn't. And they made excuses every single time. What was it? Oh, if Liverpool haven't played anyone. Oh, we've got Saka injury. It's a travesty. It's the end of the world. Top teams don't talk like that. The only time I've heard teams say that is since Arsenal has been in the equation. When we was facing Man City on a consistent basis, season in and season out for the title, I can't remember us complaining about injuries, JK, even though we had a lot.
Yeah. Saka's their number one guy. He's out now. What's going to happen?
Yeah, but it's madness, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, how can you, complain about things every single time and blame, just say one player makes the whole squad play better? Then why are you spending 800 million then, bro? Like, what's going on here? Why are you buying? Man, allow them. But yeah, but Gakpo, bro, what do you think of him recently, man? Scoring goals, contributing his part. It's like watching Mane, Salah, and Firmino again, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. Seeing Gakpo from the Euros, top scorer. He's set now. Hard work.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't have Gakpo as the main guy up top out of the three. They always have you as sub, It was Diaz, Jota, and say Salah as their front three.
Yeah.
Gakpo's come in. He's taking that place for himself. Come on. He put a graft in. A lot of young players should watch Gakpo in the last year, how he's developed.
Yeah.
You know, wow, respect to him.
I respect him 100%. You know what I mean? People complain about him like putting the ball in the far post every single time and missing the player. And I said to myself, like, you can't really blame him. At least he's trying to do more than just scoring goals. He's trying to create goals at the same time as well. So it's not a bad thing putting the ball in the far post. It's just the other players have to read it. You know what I mean, JK? If you look at, Arsenal, what's the strongest thing about Saka? Putting the ball in the far post and someone slotted it in, right? And what did Man United used to do back in the day? Far post, someone slots it in. Liverpool before that, we used to do the same thing as well. So Gakpo ain't doing a bad thing when he's putting the ball in the far post. Now, from what you can see, people, it's actually working because people are getting at the end of the ball now. You know what I mean? So he wasn't doing anything wrong. He's not only like scoring goals, he's trying to create goals. Look at that pass he done to Salah yesterday, JK, in the first few minutes. Salah should have scored that, bro.
Yeah.
What a pass. What a pass.
What a pass.
Madness, man.
Good player, man.
100%, bro. I'm glad he's playing in his normal position because Roberto Martinez, the ex-Wigan coach and Belgian coach, he said, Gakpo is better. He was in Amazon the other day when we faced Tottenham. I think it was Tottenham, yeah, when he got the man of the match. He said, Gakpo is better than what he looks. He said, when I used to watch Gakpo at PSV, he was the main man. He was the catalyst. He was the one who was creating goals, scoring goals, and doing everything for them, taking set pieces and all that stuff. And now it's coming to the scene like he could actually do things like that, and I like that. Like I said, it's like watching Mane and Salah and Firmino again, and that's beautiful, man. That's absolutely beautiful. Like power.
Like yesterday was, with Diaz, Gakpo, and Salah up top. It was one of them. Firmino, Mane, Salah sort of games. We just on it,
100%,
all of them scored. All three of them.
It's 5 different scorers, man. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Gakpo is phenomenal, bro. I've always backed him, man.
I've always backed him. Yeah.
I said it to a lot of people. The issue he's having is he's just too honest. You know what I mean? He's playing too many positions for the team, for the sake of the team. He's like Firmino, only.
Yeah.
But if he like goes in his normal position, which is on the left, you're gonna see the best of him, and that's what we're seeing at the moment. Steve says rumors, PSG coming in for Salah. I said that before. City, Chelsea looking at VVD, Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern looking at Trent next week. FSG out. We will see. We will see, bro. We will see. Obviously, Salah's got another goal, top scorer in the league so far. I think it was 17 goals in it. I think it's got 17 goals.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Let me check his goals. 17 goals in the Premier League this season, 1 in the League Cup, and 2 in the Champions League this season in 6 games. So he's scoring a lot of goals, bro. It's like back to normality with this guy, bro. And the more goals he gets, the more Liverpool win, from what I can see, because he's contributing a hell of a lot this season. For a 32-year-old, it's not bad, is it, bro? It's not bad at all.
You know what I mean? I played my best football at 31.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just everything just made sense. It was just like something happened. You realise the game more and more. I played a lot of football in my life and stuff, and it got to that point where I was playing in Germany and stuff. And it was just like everything was so easy, and it was great. The way I wanted to always play. So age for me don't really matter in that way.
Yeah.
Health is different, diets are different, training's different, and we know how Salah is very, very strict, mind and body, and hence why you're seeing why he's the best player in the world.
Spot on, bro. The guy's getting better. He's not even getting worse. He's getting
You know what
better,
I mean, bro? And that's why I hate these sayings of football fans sometimes. 2 years ago, we've got to get rid of Salah now. He's aged. He's getting old. Do you know anything about football? No, you don't. So why are you fucking even talking about it? You know what I mean? Salah has slapped a lot of people. Gakpo, Gravenberch, and Salah even have slapped a lot of Liverpool fans' faces in the last few years. They want bullshit some of them talk. Bro, we all support Liverpool, but sometimes when I see comments and this, that, and the other, I'm thinking, do you really support Liverpool? Because if you did, you should be counting your blessings that Salah's still here.
Bullshit sells, innit? That's what they say, bro.
I don't understand it, bro.
We've become like Americans, that, like in this country. Like,
yeah, we've become very American.
No offense, but I'm just trying to say, like, we're all stat based and all that stuff. We don't really do eye test anymore. You know what I mean? And look at it from a point of view of, going watching games and seeing the players for what they are. You know what I mean? I honestly think watching this season, the reason Liverpool are better than what they were before is because there's a new lease of breath of fresh air because of a new coaching staff, new ideas. It's let these players, do what they want on the pitch. You know what Arne Slot does, bro? He uses the players to their strengths, and it's working this season, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what are you good at? Go and do what you're good at. What are you good at, Gakpo? Playing on the left wing and
Yeah.
dribbling, and things like that. Okay, go and do that. Salah,
Yeah.
what are you good at? Being on the right wing, but being up in the, the upper side of the pitch, and scoring goals, creating goals. Go and do that. Trent, what are you good at? Probably inverting, overlapping, and doing all that stuff. But Arne Slot tells him you got to concentrate on defending as well. Yes, okay, let's do that as well. So everybody's doing, what's their strengths in the team right now. With the previous coach, we had a certain way of playing 4-3-3, and if you play good, you play good. If you play bad, you play bad. That's how it was. But now we're playing to the strengths of the players, and they are performing on the pitch consistently. They're consistent, bro. They're not dropping off. They're consistently getting better. The worst part of it for the other teams, I don't know if you agree with me, JK. The worst part of it for the other teams is Liverpool at this moment are not playing the best football, their best football, because we're not playing, free. We haven't freed ourselves completely from Jurgen Klopp's kind of way of playing. We haven't done the full 100 of Arne Slot's way. So we're not dominating possession in most games. We're not really running teams in most games. We're conceding a lot of it. But when that comes together as the season goes along and next season, it's going to be frightening for the rest of them, because we're doing this, probably like a lot of you guys said, second gear, bro. Second gear, man.
Yeah, it's true. I don't really predict the future regarding footballers and football managers, because for me, football's a funny game. 1 or 2 injuries here and there can derail everything. But in the way we've gone on about it this season, I think, we're playing second, third gear, preserving energy, and this and that. But I'm just surprised in the way we've done this year, and next season and stuff. Like for me, this season, I would love to win both of them trophies, the Premier League, Champions League, and it's up to us if we really want to do it. The owners should be sitting there thinking about it as well. But for me, Slot's done great. Different to Klopp, different energy maybe. But as I've said, Klopp's always sort of laid the foundations down for this club now, for this modern day world we're living in now. Liverpool are off the face of the Premier League. They've never been there. Now in the last 10 years, we've sort of competed a lot more. Won one, should have won more. Yeah,
100%. And then obviously the fourth goal came from Trent, the deflected shot. Obviously inverting and taking a shot from there. It was a good shot, wasn't it? It's a good shot. Like, what do you think of Trent, though, bro? Because a lot of the fan base are having a go at him. Saying about Madrid and all that stuff. And when he scored that goal the other day, he put his hand in his ear, saying, people are talking a lot of the pitch. And like I said to you when we was talking on the phone, the players in the modern day, they are very sensitive players, guys. You know what I mean? Everything you say is going to get to them, because they're all in social media, and Trent was doing that with his hand. Like, people are talking too much. But what do you stand with Trent, bro? Like, in regards to the contract, is he going to sign, or is he leaving? In your eyes, bro, from your point of view.
Out of the 3, he's the less likely to sign. Out of the 3, for me.
What makes you think that, though, bro?
I just think because of his age, his prospects he can have. Like Madrid. Like, for me, if he supports Liverpool, he don't really want to play for anyone else. That's my opinion. Like, for me, I support Liverpool. And if I was a professional footballer and I was playing at Liverpool, I don't want to play for anyone else, even if you offer me triple the money I'm getting. But everyone's different. So for me, we're making up sort of a speculation about what Trent's going to do and this and that. Yesterday, when he did the goal celebration, I was waiting for him to do the ear thing. Yeah, cool. then grip the badge, you know, like pull the shirt badge and just say, yeah, it's like, I'm here, I'm for Liverpool. I was waiting for him to do that.
Yeah.
So it would have been better if he did do that, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, bro, what would you do if you was Trent Alexander-Arnold right now?
Like from my point of view, I'm open-minded person, innit? I'm not. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm not a Player FC. We are obviously Player FC because we support the players that's on the pitch, innit? So we're both basically, if you put it that way. But I'm more drawn into Liverpool Football Club than players and all that stuff. And I look at it from his point of view, bro. He's 26 years old, heading 27 next year, of course. This is his last big contract in his 20s, which is, the most important contract that he's ever going to have. So put yourself in his shoes, bro. Like, you're sitting there. You're speaking to FSG, you're speaking to Marco Edwards, you're speaking to Richard Hughes. You're asking them, you and your agent are asking them questions. Are we going to be challenging consistently for the league in the next 3 to 4 years? Just for example, hypothetically, like next to 3 to 4 years. And then they will say to you, no. This season, we're up there. Yes, we might do something, obviously, because we're up there. But after that, we're still building for the next 5 years. So if you're Trent, and in the next 5 years you're going to be in your 30s, obviously eventually, and this is your last big contract, what are you going to do, bro? Think about what I'm saying. Like, this is his last contract in his 20s, and he's ambitious. He wants to win leagues consistently, which FSG might not offer him, but Real Madrid can offer him. I mean, and this is how I see it, bro. If you're an ambitious player, you want to win regularly, and FSG don't offer you. I don't need to tell you guys in the comments. I don't need to tell you guys anywhere else. We know that they don't give you the motivation to win more titles. These owners, because if they did, the likes of Van Dijk and Salah should have been and Trent, of course, and Robertson and Alisson, Gomez, the ones that's been here the longest. They should be on at least 3 more titles than they are right now, if we was ambitious enough. So he's going to ask them these questions, guys. And if they don't deliver the messages that he wants, obviously he's going to look at elsewhere. That's someone that can offer him that. In the modern day football, it's not all about player being loyal to his local club. That's gone. These players are arm around the shoulder players. They're sensitive. They're not all about, punching the heart, punching the badge. They're not like that anymore. That's what you need to put through your heads, everybody. I mean, and this is more of an ambitious side of way of football nowadays. And this is what Trent is looking at. Last contract in his 20s. Are FSG going to offer him something that's going to make him happy in the next 5 years? And if they don't, there's more likely that he's going to leave because of that. Because that's why I don't blame him, guys. That's why I don't blame Trent for taking his time on this. I mean, because he's at that age, guys. He's at that age. Listen, man. I've got no issues with him. He gave me the first Premier League title in 30 years. He gave me Champions League again. He gave me World Club Cup. He gave me all these things, you know what I mean? And him deciding on his future and he's taking time with it, I've got no issues with that, especially with the owners that we got. And, he's watching the likes of Van Dijk and Salah on top of that as well. Imagine when he reaches their age and they're going to treat him the same like that. I mean, is that fair? Is that fair on him?
True.
I mean, so think about it that way, guys. You know what I mean? Don't keep having a go at him and calling him a rat and making pictures of him being a rat and all this stuff. Think about it from his own point of view. The guy said he wants to win Ballon d'Ors. He's never going to win a Ballon d'Or, even at Real Madrid. Right backs don't win. Maldini didn't win a Ballon d'Or. That's the greatest fullback, the greatest defender that ever lived. He's never won a Ballon d'Or. So if he doesn't win it, what chance have you got? You know what I mean? You might be
like, for me, he's got his sort of like him saying, "I want to win Ballon d'Ors." You should be like, "Bro, you want to win Premier League titles and Champions League titles first.
Yeah.
Forget the Ballon d'Ors. You know what I mean, bro? Get your perspectives right, man."
Yeah. 100%.
Trent is a young lad, bro. He's been in football since day one. And he has never been he's never been free, if you understand my point. He's been training every day. He's been doing everything for the last 10, 15 years, bro. He's been doing it, you know? And I think sometimes just fans don't give players that sort of time to just get on with their personal lives. Like, for me, it's their choice how they handle their life. They can go uphill or downhill, you know what I mean? But for me, like, calling him a rat and stuff like that, like, for me, bro, he should stay at Liverpool. As I always said, it's his own decision. It doesn't matter what I think, what you think, what Johnny down the road thinks, you know? It's his decision, bro. His decision and his family's. But for me, he's been at Liverpool a long time now. Best right back in the world. Been off rail the last 2 seasons, I believe, in my opinion, because of that inverted sort of speculation, like that inverted mess we did with Pep Linders. So for me, he needs to get back on track.
Where is Pep Linders now? With his
Bro, exactly. Klopp, for me, made a mistake there, letting Pep Linders next to him that close. Like, the guy's writing books, the guy's giving press conferences in league games. Number 2 means you help the manager. You don't derail.
JK, like I said to you last time, name me our number 2 now. I don't know who he is. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, he's been offered the West Brom job, the Hettinger. You know that?
Listen, if he goes, he goes. You know, what can we do, bro?
Yeah, he's just mad. How are you going to go after this guy? The guy just came to Liverpool right now. He's been sort of training to be a coach and stuff. But for me, West Brom, because their manager went to Valencia the other day. He left West Brom. He's like, my brother's got a season ticket at West Brom. Now they want that guy, Johnny Hettinger. So at the end of the day,
it's up to him, and if he decides, then it's up to him.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But for me, if I was him, I would say, you know what? Let me stay at Liverpool 3 years, live it, go to Champions League finals and stuff. Instead of going to West Brom, cold and like just surviving in the first division. Actually, get in the playoffs. Get in the playoffs. It's sort of high. They're not going to win it. But getting the playoffs if he goes in now, you know. Number 2 should stay in the sort of background, and Pep Linders didn't do that enough for me. Hence,
he was never going to be a number 1, Pep Linders. I'm sorry, mate. He's never. I said that in him before he left. I told you guys that. I said he's shit, man. I said to you, like, he took another man's glory. That's what he did. Buvec's glory. That's what he did, mate. That's what. He did.
I think Buvec was better because Klopp just got on with it himself. Then I think Buvec was sort of a quiet guy, where Pep Linders, he might have a vast football knowledge. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, you work together with Klopp. You tell him what you think could work over a cup of tea, not on the training ground. Then you do it over a cup of tea with Klopp, then he can say to you, you know what, we'll do that. Or he can say to you, don't tell the players that, but I don't want to do that. You understand? I think Pep Linders was given a bit too much of the.
It was self-centered, you know what I mean? It was all about him. It was never about Liverpool Football Club or Jurgen Klopp. It was all about him, in my opinion. And you know, when a person's got a big mouth like that, doesn't stop talking, those are the dangerous people around your football club. And I've always said it. I looked at Klopp when Buvec left. He wasn't the same Klopp anymore.
No, he wasn't.
Opinion. Even though we won the European Cup and the league, you could see it wasn't the same Klopp, man. Because you know, Buvec was the right hand man, number 1, and he was his best friend. And you know, he was the one who was telling him what's good and what's not good. He's the one who was motivating him when he needed it. You know what I mean? When his mum died, he wasn't there for him, obviously, because they're no longer at the club. I mean, he could have been the person that could have, you know, gave energy to Klopp again, you know what I mean, to go again, because he would have took, you know, the burden and let Klopp rest at times. And but you saw the Pep Linders, the last 2 years, I think Pep Linders was in charge of our club, and it was a waste, man, waste of time.
Waste, proper waste. So disappointed in that.
100%, bro. The final whistle says Hughes is a waste of time. George
did all right, bro. He bought McAllister in, Gravenberch, Watzalai, and
George Smackta. How do you say Smacker?
Smacker. Yeah, Smacker.
Was better. Well, he got us Gravenberch, Soboslai, you know, players like that. So
McAllister,
it must be. I think McAllister was before him, to be fair.
Yeah,
McAllister was before him.
I think Klopp was more
McAllister. We bought him during the season, innit? During the season, that's the season before he came to us. So he was already like on the way.
Oh, okay.
As far as I'm aware, let me just see the messages. Forest, do they have enough in the back now, in the tank now? They don't, man. They're more or less. If you could put them in a position, probably mid-table this season. I mean, so They're doing good. They're doing good. Don't get me wrong. They're the only team that beat Liverpool this season, man. I mean, Gomez out for 2 to 3 weeks. What are FSG going to do? We'll only have 2 fit centre backs fit now. Yeah, they need to sign. I mean, what else can they do? Or get a loan kind of signing. Someone who's not playing in other teams that's talented. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what they need to do. But I trust in Kwanzaa. I know a lot of people don't have faith in Kwanzaa. I trusted him. I trusted him, man. I've got faith in Kwanzaa. I think playing last season the way he did, he overachieved. I think the pressure sometimes gets to players, and the next season is not going to be the same as the first, is it, JK? It's always going to be, especially for a young player. They're going to take time, innit? They're going to take time. Sometimes that's what happens in football. Gerrard wasn't always good at Liverpool. There was times he was, up and down when he was younger. Same with Trent as well. So, yeah, just give Kwanzaa time and patience and backing. I guarantee you, he will give you that extra 100% on the pitch. I got no doubt.
I think he looked okay yesterday.
I thought he was brilliant, bro.
Yeah.
I honestly thought he was
simple,
brilliant.
Kept it simple, good passer of the ball, concentration. You don't ever think he's young, you know what I mean? Got dropped and thinking, oh, it's all over.
Yeah. What do you think of Jota's finish yesterday? That was brilliant, wasn't it? Seeing a clinical finish finally from a striker.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
I like that, man. I like Jota being back.
I like the run, bro. Salah's run. Whoa.
Salah is a special player, bro. He's a very special player, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and, all the good things I hope it happens for him. You know what I mean? People are talking about Christmas trees and all this stuff. I'm thinking to myself, like, the guy doesn't know you personally. Why are you getting into his personal life? If you think like is who was actually pushing this? The Man United fans. You know what I mean?
Of course, bro. Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, you're pushing this
bro,
nonsense.
he's trying to build, look at the world we live in. There's a lot of religion, hate, and this and that. He's trying to build bridges there, just like it's a simple thing, you know.
That's what they forget, though, isn't it? That's what they forget.
Yeah,
okay, he's sitting in a Christmas tree, whatever it is. That's between him and Allah. You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with you. Why are you getting involved in his business? Man United fans are hypocrites, especially the Muslim ones. I'll tell you why they're hypocrites. Yeah. Do you know they wear the devil in their heart? You know what I mean? The shirt, it's got the devil on it. That's even worse than that's even worse than a Christmas tree. You know that?
Exactly.
And that's okay. Like you're
and they chose to
him.
support that team, bro. Shaitan. Yeah, Red Devil. You know?
And you're telling me about a Christmas tree. And you're talking about come on, bro. Madness, bro. Madness. Yeah. I'm glad Jota's back, but let him hold bench for now until Diaz falls off, man. I'd rather have a fit Jota, man, for once. You know what I mean, to the end of the season, if you know what I mean. This guy. Before we go, bro. People are underrating this guy. I said it on my tweet, I think a week ago. I don't know if it's a week or a few days ago. I think it was after the Tottenham game. What he's doing on the pitch, mate, is something special, bro. McAllister,
My favorite. Yeah, man.
I think people are not watching what most of us are watching with McAllister, bro. Not only is he being aggressive on the pitch and winning battles here, he's creating freaking chances for players, bro.
He's scoring goals, bro. Look, I've been saying this. I said, you know what McAllister is? He's a street footballer, man. He will get stuck in. He don't give a damn. And when I seen that in him, I said, you know what? This guy is probably one of my favorite players at Liverpool right now. Like, I think McAllister's my favorite player. Like, when I look at it, bro. Because you know what?
People watching what he's doing or what, man? Like, what is going on? I keep hearing this player, that player, but I'm not hearing anything about this guy.
This guy, because he was off boil for a few games, had a little suspension, had a few weeks off, rejuvenated, bro. He's come back in, like, firing now. And his good little... I think sometimes suspensions can work. It's like a blessing in disguise. Like, his suspension he got, and he had that... Then it was another game. He missed 2 games or something.
Yeah.
And it sort of gave him that energy he's showed in the last 2 games. Like, for me, McAllister is a battler. Like, he gets stuck in. He's got... And bro, did you see him run yesterday?
Oh, look, come on. I'm sitting here sometimes, JK, and I'm thinking to myself, our fan base watching McAllister, or am I the only one that's seen this?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're talking about the same thing I was thinking.
Oh, 12 man, all of them. They all see it, bro. They all see it. They love him as well.
He is phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
The guy is a number 10 that plays like a number 10, but plays like a what do you
DM.
call it? Like a Roy Keane kind of way of
Yeah.
battling on the pitch, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
It's madness. It's
Yeah.
madness, man. Underrated, bro. Absolutely
Yeah.
underrated. This
Underrated.
guy.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. I didn't know he
And
was this
some of the
good, bro. I have to tell the
some of the
truth.
passes he makes, like, have you seen, like, every time we retrieve the ball, he does a first time pass, bam, and
Bang.
we're attacking already.
Mm-hmm.
I think, come on, guys, like, what are you
Mindset.
watching?
It's all about his mind, isn't it? He's a very, very good in his head. He is like he knows how to play ball. You know, he's like a Gundogan. Like Gundogan, not fast, not strong, but his brain makes him the player he
Way
has
ahead
been.
of that, bro. That's what Klopp said to him, when he bought him. He said, "You remind me of Gundogan, and I want you to play a similar role as Gundogan." That's what Klopp said to him.
There you go. There you go.
So yeah,
But
Foles,
Billy McAllister, top signing, man.
one of the best, in my opinion. One of the best in years. I mean, we look different with him in the midfield. We're more possession based and more quality. More quality. It uses class basically when I'm watching them.
When he's got the ball, him and Virgil, I've got peace in my mind. You know, like when them two guys have got the ball, bro, and Diaz, another guy. Like for me, ball retention, best at it. So for me, them three guys, McAllister, Virgil, and Diaz, when they've got the ball, it's all blessed. It's all good.
100%, bro. Ravi says, Fozzy, in your opinion, how do we keep Gravenberch fresh as possible? Well, keep him out of certain games, isn't it, man?
Yeah.
In me, I don't know about you, JK. If you're still, are you okay to stay around? I'm just gonna read the comments, innit?
Yeah. You read the comments, bro.
I don't know if you're the same as me. Like, I'd rather rest some players in the home games because I think the home games we've got the advantage in those games. You know what I mean? Like, the smaller home games, not the bigger games, of course, but the smaller home games. If we could rest players, I'll be fine with that. But if it's the away games, it doesn't matter where we go. That team is going to give us, a hell of a game. So I want them to play in those ones. But the home games, I think we could rotate, I honestly think that. Even the Man United game, I think we could rotate in that one too. I don't think they're all that made. I think they're terrible.
Yeah, the only way we can keep Gravenberch fit is like Endo came on yesterday in the 60th minute.
Yeah.
Replaced Gravenberch. Endo played pretty well, bro. So there you go. He should have got the suspension in that. What game was it? He should have got suspension like where he could have missed the Leicester game.
Yeah.
I think it was the Fulham game. He should have just got a yellow card. Had that game yellow card gone. Like yesterday he was playing, he was probably worried a lot, thinking, you know what, I'm going to bring Gravenberch off. He's on a yellow, Grapco's on a yellow. And because we got that game postponed against Everton, so we've still got one more game until the halfway point for them to get rescinded, So for me, Gravenberch, we got to arrest him somehow.
100%, bro.
Accrington, I'll arrest him for the second leg of the Carabao Cup. First leg, I'm playing our best team.
Yeah.
Sort of get it done. And then make subs, second leg, keep Salah and everyone on the bench if needed, you know what I mean? But that's the way I'll do that one. So there's a way about it. Like for me, the Accrington Stanley game, you don't need to see Gravenberch, none of these guys.
No.
Salah, everyone, so they can have that week off, So that's the time there where they can think. So sometimes getting these sort of teams is sort of a blessing in disguise. Not because it's the easier fixture, but it's because of the way you can give players game time who are not always playing and give people a rest who are always playing. You know what I mean?
100%, bro.
Man United got Arsenal in that first round of the FA Cup, bro. There you
Good
go.
luck to them. About time they get bloody ties like that. Fuck's sakes. Forest away going to be tough. Yeah, it's going to be tough. But the thing is, guys, like, we've got to be professional now. You know what I mean? There's certain times of the season you got to take the game seriously. You know what I mean? Just pretend they're Real Madrid or somewhere like that. Like, you got to start thinking like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to go into these grands and start, not picking up points. We have to be professional and get the points. Like I said in the beginning of this stream, what I said, we've got the opportunity to be way ahead of everybody else and just concentrate on the big trophy, the big ears. If we can do that, let's do it, man. Don't pussyfoot around that with playing silly tit for tat kind of games. You go attack, we got attack. No. Be more professional. What I like about us as well this season, I don't know if you agree with me, JK, we're aggressive. Do you remember I used to ask in the last couple of days? I've been asking everybody like, why aren't we aggressive? Like, I'm getting fed up with this. We're picking up yellow cards. I know that, JK, but it's stopping the opponents from scoring, and we're putting it on teams. If you know what I mean. We're doing tactical fouls basically in the pitch.
Yeah. You got to do it. I think sometimes you just got to. It's like football's like chess, you know. A lot. Look at Arsenal. They spend half their players spend half their time on the bloody floor.
And they waste time. Don't forget, they will waste the time.
Oh, yeah, the proper dark arts, Arteta. Hence why he won't ever win anything.
It's Ipswich, man, and you're wasting time, bro. Taking the ball to the corner flag. What kind of nonsense is that, bro? Come on, man. You're the home team as well.
They're playing tonight, I think. Arsenal, no, they're playing tomorrow against Brentford.
Brentford, yeah. Man United and Newcastle tonight, I think. That's what
what do you reckon of that today? What do you reckon?
Newcastle's going to beat them, man. Man United are shit, bro. They're shit.
They are. They're bad,
they already say Amaran out. They already said Amaran out. They're saying Amaran should be gone. They're saying he should be out.
Yeah.
So that's how far they've gone with this football club at the moment, man. Amaran out. I was thinking, what? He just fucking got into the door, through the door, man. Like, the guy's talented.
Yeah. But there's no patience in football nowadays because of social media. There's idiots coming out with stuff like that. Like, but the guy's been there a week, you know? Like, he's lost every game, though. But he's been there a week. No, but he's lost a lot of games, bro. So nowadays, Ronald de Boer, 4 games, gone. So for me, that was like, yeah, man, football's changed big time. Back in the days, a manager will get 2 seasons minimum.
Look at that, man. When I said that about Amaran, what I said was in the beginning, I don't know if you was with me when I said about Amaran going to Man United. I said it, like, I think he's going to struggle, man. And I think a lot of people in the comments said, why are you saying that? The reason I say that is because you're in a comfort place when you're at Sporting. When you're going to Man United, it's a circus. It's just full of madness. And not only that, when a club like Man United think they're still the biggest club in the world and you don't really get results that they want, they're going to turn on you. And that's what's going to happen to him, unfortunately. They're already talking about his system. What they're saying is he should not be playing 3 at the back. He should be playing 4 at the back and all this stuff. You're telling me a successful manager that come from Sporting, like won the league over there, the underdog story and all that stuff with the team that he had, like how to manage a team. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you was in a good position in the first place anyway. You was never in a good position to even question a manager's ability. Let him start from zero. Let him get rid of all this shit that you have, and then build from there.
What's his name did? Van Gaal, bro. Ten Hag, sorry. Ten Hag, bro. He spent most of his career at Man United clearing up the mess. Ronaldo, Sancho, the guy he went to France. What was his name?
He played in France? Which one? Is he a striker or Marshall? Marshall?
Greenwood? What's his
Greenwood,
name?
Greenwood, yeah. He went to Spain.
He had all them type of characters to deal with, bro. Arne Slot's been blessed. That's the difference between our club and their club. Arne Slot walked in, cup of tea, on the verge of probably winning a Premier League title and a Champions League title. Almiron comes in, he's probably sorting out people's... He's got Rashford to deal with, bro, like a little kid, you know what I mean? Like in a pram, I only get 350 grand a week. Like he's got that mess to deal with. And like we were talking about the devil in the badge, the shaitan in the badge. Get rid of that badge, redesign the badge. They might have some luck, bro.
Like sometimes you gotta be proud, innit? Like you gotta take like the pride into the sense, like of just start again. You know what I mean? Just listen, swallow your pride and just start again. That's what they need to do, bro. And they're too proud to do that. They're too proud to do that. That's the problem.
They want it now.
Like the 5 years before you wasted could have been the 5 years you could have been back at the top. Do you get what I'm saying, JK? They could have rebuilt in that 5 years and got back to the top. With Man United, the problem they're having is they've got players that are on higher wages, players that don't want to play, to win. They're only there for money reasons. They're not going to give you that extra yard on the pitch. They're not playing for the badge anymore. You know what I mean? So when you got all that in one place, it's gonna be a long day
Messy.
for the managers,
Yeah.
man. And
Yeah.
like I said, start from 0, you go back to 100, man. Southampton out for off their depth as well. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, yeah. Southampton's done.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
But they gave us a good game. You know what I mean? This is what all teams do at the bottom. Against Liverpool, they all step
But
up.
when you play their game, that's what they're gonna do, innit? So we
Yeah.
play their game. That was the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be tempted to play Gravy every game.
I
Genghis.
wouldn't, bro. I wouldn't.
We're gonna
Nah.
run him to the ground, bro. We're gonna run.
We all want him to, but nah, not for me.
Please follow that, people, if you don't mind. If you're new, subscribe and and hit the likes and all that stuff. The likes helps the algorithm on the channel. Appreciate that, everybody. Have we been playing everyone? How do you say that? This disablement, except for Chelsea. No Odegaard, no Rodri. United bad. Tottenham bad. What do you think of that question, bro?
We got to take advantage of the situation, and that's how you win titles. You think they're like at the end of the day, we get injuries. Kanate's been injured, this, that, and the other. But for me, Rodri, of course, for me, their best player. Without him, like if we had Rodri in the last 5 years, we would run everything. That's how good that guy is. Like for me, like what a player. For me, we got to take advantage of that. Imagine we didn't.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you know what is Genghis and JK and everybody else. The problem that we have here is I think people are underestimating the performance of the team. I honestly think that we're more or less undefeated this season. Look at the loss. Like I said in the beginning, that's not a loss. Nottingham Forest are not better than Liverpool. You know what I mean? Are you okay, JK?
Yeah, cool, bro. It's cool.
Someone got shot. Someone got shot. Yeah. So if you look at the performances of this season, guys, the team is where they're supposed to be. 1 lost, 3 draw, and the rest are wins. So, and the Champions League, don't forget as well. We've won every game that we played. So if there's the position we're in is not a false position. We actually deserve to be where we are. And not only that, the performances are extraordinary if you look at it. Like, how many teams can say they're in the Champions League and beating everybody, and they've won every game that they played? Nobody else can say that other than us. And we're doing the same thing in the Premier League as well. So don't be worried what rival fans are saying. Like, we've got injuries, we've got this, we've got that. So have we, like JK said. But the differences between us and the rivals is we're just getting on with it. We're not complaining, and we're not worried about one player getting injured. If one player gets injured, we've got another one gonna replace him, and we'll just get on with it. Look at Kwanzaa yesterday. Gomez, one of our most important defenders, got injured. Kwanzaa came in and then done the business. We kept a clean sheet. So if you just mind your own business, stop look at rivals, situations they're in and the way they try to bring you down, you'll be fine, bro. The thing that makes mistakes on us is we cater to our rivals all the time. They tell us one thing and we believe it, and then we take it to the next level. Allow the rivals, man. Don't go and
because like they're all
jealous.
working
They're
together.
jealous, mate. They're jealous.
They're jealous. They're working together against us, guys. That's why I say to Liverpool fans, keep it cool with each other, because you got to understand it's like United, Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal. Everyone is against Liverpool right now, and so they're sort of teaming up against us. Like all of them are watching our games, and waiting for us to slip up so they can just jump on that bandwagon. That's why I say to Liverpool fans, keep it cool with each other. Yeah, we might have different opinions sometimes and this, that, and the other about Darwin Núñez or whatever. But for me, opposition fans are against us. Arsenal, Man United fans, Chelsea, all of them, they're against Liverpool.
100%,
that's why I love football, though. Sometimes it's sort of comedy. That's what makes me laugh. How the way I've seen shows on YouTube where guys like support Chelsea, United, they're all there, and they're disappointed that we're winning. They're disappointed, bro. There you go.
Mate, people pray every time Liverpool play. People the other day, yesterday, people were praying in front of TV like West Ham beat us. They were all like, we see it all in social media. Oh, please lose and all this stuff. This is how it is, guys. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get the jealousy. The worst thing that you could do is retaliate to people like that. Like I've said it in the beginning of the stream. Arnie Slot is calm. The players are calm. The only people that's panicking is the fans. We need to stop that, guys. Just relax, enjoy the ride, and let's get the team over the line. With our help, they can get there. Without our help, it's going to be more or less impossible for them. So, yeah, just play your part, man. Play your part. Last season, Forest got unlucky with 14 injuries. Nuno is class, always has been. 100%, Mick. 100%, man. No, I always thought he was a good manager. It's just at Tottenham, he didn't get the support that he deserves, in my opinion. They have right players to suit each position. Yeah, I agree, 100%. Big up, got to go. Thanks for the stream. Big up, Mick, man. I hope you subscribe. I've never seen you before. I hope you subscribe.
Yeah, I remember it.
Got to be honest, on one of my favorite games is when we went a man down against Newcastle and Nunes scored. Nunes somehow scored 2 late goals, sorry. I still get goosebumps. Yeah,
big time. I love that game.
Yeah, that's one of the best games I've seen as well, man. Like, I gave up. I thought, oh damn, we're a mess. But yeah, he scored 2 goals. I wish he did that in the previous game. I'm being too greedy, man. I'm being too greedy. Don't worry about United. Keep it down. Keep them down. Life's good. Yes, Genghis. I agree. Chris Woods against Kwanzaa. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Let's just put it that way, guys. That's me and obviously Mr. J.K. Dunn. I will be back. Maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna do it on a regular. I'm gonna be in other people's streams. I'm going back to other people's streams as well. So please look out for me. But the whole point is I'm gonna build this channel as much as I can. Try to get as much subscribers and all that stuff, and make it a regular thing, innit? I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been 2 hours and 9 minutes, or 10 minutes, coming to 10 minutes, sorry.
Wow.
So if you want things like this on a regular basis, come over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. The link is already there. And if you're watching on Twitter, obviously, just support the channel. That's all we ask for. We don't ask for anything else. JK, thanks for coming on, brother. Thank you for coming on. And we'll speak soon. We'll speak soon,
bro.
Take care, brother.
Peace.
Take care, brother. Take care. Yes, people, that's me done. Please, hit that like button, subscription button, notification button, and all that good stuff. Thank you for the support on the chat. It was brilliant, man. We had a great convo, obviously. I hope you enjoyed the stream, as I always try to bring you the best that I can. And, Liverpool top of the league, guys. Top of the league and, dominating at the same time. That's what's important for us. That is what's the most important thing, in my opinion. And let the jealousy happen, innit? Just don't retaliate. Just don't retaliate to rivals, because that's what they want you to do. When you're at the top, they're always gonna try to bring you down. Arne Slot is calm. The players are calm. The next step is you guys being calm. So be calm. Be calm, guys. Take care, everybody. Let's go. Let's see what it says. And time flies when you're having fun. Thanks, bro. Take care. Big up, Genghis, man. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. We're always having fun over here. Always. And I love it like that. Take care, man. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.